This video will show you some of the key functions within the Financial Tools suite. When you first log into Financial, you will be taken to your watch list. As you can see here, my watch list is currently empty. Throughout this video, I'll show you different ways you can add a stock to your watch list, but first, I'll start with the navigation of the tool. This top menu bar is your main navigation. You can use this menu and the clickable arrows to navigate between the different tools within Financial. Below the main navigation, you also have sub-navigation options. Each tool within Financial will have their own unique subsections. For tools with a large number of subsections, you can again use the clickable arrows to navigate between them. Now, let's dig into some of the key elements of the Financial Tools suite. Let's start by going to Search, where you can type any stock into the search bar. I'll use Apple for this example. When you search for a stock, you'll first be taken to Financial Stock Score page. Stock Score is one of the key features of the tool. A stock score takes three major factors into account. First, it looks at the fundamental analysis of the company, meaning balance sheets, revenue projections, market cap, etc. The second major factor in stock score is the technical analysis or recent chart history for the stock. And third is the market sentiment of the stock, meaning what is the street saying about the company. Through a sophisticated algorithm, Financial Stock Score breaks down those factors into a simple score of 1 to 100. Any stock score above 50 indicates the stock is a buy, and a score below 50 indicates the stock is a sell. Simple as that. At the time of this video, you can see Apple has a stock score of 68, so it's considered a buy. One way to add a stock to your watch list is to simply click the plus sign next to the company name on this page. I'll quickly add this to my watch list. If we scroll lower on the page, we can see the chart. We can change the time frame from 1 to 52 weeks using the slider above the chart, and we can also change the chart type or add different indicators to the chart. If we want a longer time frame, we can increase that using these sliders just above the chart, and we can zero in on a specific time range as well. To get back to the current time, you can simply go back to the top slider and set the number of weeks again. Below the chart, you'll see some bullet points about the stock. These will detail some of the key factors that determine the stock score for this company. You might be wondering, how well does stock score work? As you can see here, at the time of this video, holding Apple since inception only when rated a buy using stock score would have yielded over a 10 million% return. But holding Apple over the same time period using a buy and hold strategy would have yielded a 75,000% return. And while Apple is one of the extreme success stories of the market, you'll notice we didn't have to cherry pick some random stock to find an example of the power of Financial Stock Score tool. Let's move on to another powerful tool within Financial. This one is called Seasonality. Scroll up and click on Seasonality, and this will bring you to a forward-looking chart for the stock you've searched. By default, this chart will show you the last 1 year of trading history, as well as a forecast for the trading pattern over the upcoming year. This forecast isn't generated by some guru or Wall Street analyst. It is generated by taking into account the trading history for the company. If you scroll down, you'll see a couple of bullet points that help explain. Over the next 52 weeks, Apple has on average historically risen by 30.87% based on the past 39 years of stock performance. Apple has risen in 28 of those 39 years over the subsequent 52-week period, corresponding to a historical probability of 71.79%. So here, Financial Seasonality tool is simply forecasting the future price based on the full trading history of the stock. There are other advanced options on this page, but we'll get into that in a different video. Keep this historical probability number in mind, as it will become something you will absolutely rely on when setting up screeners. Let's get into screeners right now. The toolset has a handful of screeners available to you. For this video, I am going to focus on stock score and seasonality. When you get to the stock score screener, your default options are to set a range for stock score, a range of percentage moves since last rating change, meaning the stock changed from a buy to a sell or a sell to a buy, and the number of days since last rating change. So let's say we want to find the most recent stocks that changed to a buy rating. You can set your stock score range from 50 to 55. You can set your percentage change from -20 to +20 just so we catch all stocks, and then set your days since rating change to 2. This screener will now populate a list of all stocks that fit that criteria, which with this criteria effectively shows you all stocks that became a buy within the last 2 days. From this list, you can click on Chart to open a new window of the stock score page for that company, and you can click on the plus sign to add that stock to one of your watch lists. Now, obviously that is just one way to use this screener. The more you get comfortable with Financial, the more ways you'll find to use the stock score screener to help you make trading decisions. Now, the last thing I'd like to show you in this video is an absolute powerhouse. It is the Seasonality stock screener. I'll scroll back up and you'll see we're still on the screen tool. Now click Seasonality to access the Seasonality screener. The 3 main filters we have to start with are percentage rise and fall, time measured in weeks, and historical accuracy percentage. So let's say we want to find stocks that are set to move between 5 and 20% higher over the next 10 weeks with a probability of at least 85%. Once you dial in your settings, the tool will populate a list for you showing the stock symbol, the last closing price, the expected percentage change, the annualized percentage change, the historical probability, and whether the stock is rated a buy or a sell. You can sort these columns by clicking the headers. I'll sort by historical accuracy. Now the stocks with the highest historic probability of achieving this percentage move will be shown first. Or, let's say you want to find the largest potential increase. Simply click that header, and now the list is sorted by potential percentage increase. Once again, you can click to open a page in a new window showing the chart and stock score information, or you can click the plus sign to add the stock to a watch list. To finish off our video, let me show you some of the watch list functions. If we click on watch list, we have some great options. You can have multiple watch lists. Click the plus button here to create a new list. I'll create one called Options Trading Ideas. Now I can select this menu button to switch between my lists. If I want to delete a list, I can click the X next to the list. You'll be prompted to make sure you want to delete this list. And finally, I can use the news icon to create a newsletter of my watch list. I can set daily, weekly, or monthly. If you create a newsletter for a watch list, then Financial will automatically send you a daily, weekly, or monthly email with key updates for each of the stocks in your list. There is so much more within the Financial toolset. Hopefully you can see from just these few tools I've covered how Financial can remove the guesswork and simplify your trading. I encourage you to click around and experiment with different filters and options. If you have any questions, contact us and we'll be happy to help.